Hi everyone, welcome to today's Sunday message, which is Mark chapter 6, verses 4 through 6. But Jesus said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country and among his own kin and in his own house. And he could there do no mighty work, save that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. And he went around the village teaching. Now, don't we all experience this, those of us who have gone beyond the normal of everyday lives that people choose to live? Those who choose to learn about God and to know God more intimately and embrace God on different levels of our being. And then when we find this new sense of self and we start talking about it, among our friends, among people who know us, like Jesus and where he lived and among his own kin, he wasn't really accepted by them. And sometimes neither are we. We get the same thing. People see you, especially those who have known you for a long time, they see you as a certain person, right? And so then you come along and then you start changing that image. And you start speaking differently from a higher level understanding. And they haven't moved to that level yet. And so you're doing your best to teach and to help them to understand what you've come to understand. But it's hard for them to see you differently because they've known you as a certain type of person all your life. They refuse to change the image of you. They refuse to accept that you're a different person and you've excelled and you've come higher in your consciousness and understanding. But it doesn't matter. You go somewhere else and you talk to people who don't know you, who are not going to judge you by who you were in the past. They're going to look at you as new and a new individual who they've never known, and they're going to know you from that point of where you are. And it's going to be easier for them to accept you, accept the image of you that you've created. The most important thing for you to understand, for all of us to understand who have gone beyond, what people are in humanity are choosing to believe, is that we believe in a new image of ourselves. It does not matter what anybody else thinks. It just matters what you think, and that you're able to embrace the new person that you're becoming. And you're able to shed the old person and just be who you are in that moment. Someone who is, higher in consciousness. And that doesn't mean that you're better than anyone else just because they may have not as much of an understanding as you do. It just means that you are to help uplift them. And if they choose to continue to see you in a different light, then, you've done your job, you've given them the message, and now it's just time to move on to those who are ready to accept what you have to say. So if you're not accepted by your family as the new person that you are and that you've become, it's okay. Just, keep going. Go to someone else who's willing to listen to you. And like I said, the most important thing is that you accept who you are and don't let their idea of what you should be make you feel less than, or make you feel like, oh, well, maybe, I should revert back to who I was, or, you're not fitting in anymore to them, so maybe you should just, maybe I won't go, maybe I won't embrace this new image. But don't do that. Embrace your new image, and let them figure it out, and don't worry about them. It's important that you embrace the new person that you are, and that you begin to live from that higher consciousness in God. And then you can take the next step from there and keep taking the steps higher and higher and higher until you can say, I and my Father are one. Well, that's our Sunday message for today. Thank you for being with me. Always remember that the kingdom of heaven is within you. God bless, and I'll see you next week. Bye.